Let me ask you, we've seen Supreme Court races in Wisconsin that have had spending well over $1 million. In fact, our Supreme Court races have been highlighted on the front page of the New York Times as some of the most expensive and ugly in the country, especially because of out-of-state money coming in. What would you do, if anything, to address the influence of money on our judicial campaigns and ultimately on the court?
Well, I would hope that I would like to not have this super PAC money coming in. I mean, the Justice Butler was $6 million that campaign, and I believe the Annette Ziegler was $6 million, and that's not acceptable. Last year, David Koch gave $1 million to Justice Prosser's campaign. That is, I just think it's despicable that billionaires that have nothing to do with the state except the desire to control our law, their agenda in our law that had probably never even been to Wisconsin, can give millions of dollars. And I would love to see that not happen. So not happening. ALEC, that's a tremendous anti-consumer organization, gives money to our state, to justices on our court to try to stop consumer law protection. I would like to see that stopped. I don't know how that can happen, but that's what I would like to see.
Thank you, Vince. Ed Fallone, the same question on money influencing the court, money in the court politics.
Well, I am also appalled at the special interest money that is being spent on judicial elections. And I've been a vocal critic of the Citizens United decision by the United States Supreme Court that really opened the floodgates to this kind of corporate special interest money in elections, and has made it so difficult to regulate because the Supreme Court has identified spending on elections with free speech and made it a constitutionally protected activity, which makes it extremely difficult to regulate. I think there may be ways we can get around that decision. I hope there are, but right now it's difficult. I certainly support the refunding of the Impartial Justice Act, which would provide for public financing of judicial candidates so that they didn't have to raise funds from the special interests. But I'm running against the incumbent in this race, and she is very well funded, and I have to play on the same playing field as she does. And so I have to engage in the same fundraising process. I am not a fan of the process, but I have to play by the rules as they exist right now, because it is absolutely imperative that we keep the court independent. What is really vital now, if we can't keep the money out, what's really vital is transparency. Making sure that at least there's disclosure, prompt disclosure of the special interest money so that the people can see what's going on. And that's why my campaign called on Justice Rogan-Sack recently to promptly disclose outside contributions to her campaign so people can see what's happening. If we can't stop it, we should at least be able to see it.
Thank you, Ed Fallone. And just to give you a tip for both of you, the way to get rid of Citizens United is to amend the Constitution of the United States to say that corporations are not